product. So if we look at all these together, now we can analyze the Boston Matrix model. So the Boston Matrix model, it really just helps businesses consider the product's growth opportunities by reviewing the portfolio of products to decide where to invest the money, possibly discontinue items, or where that money needs to be put elsewhere to have a product grow. So you'll see more in the next slide how the matrix works more like a rotating life cycle for products. So as you can see here, there are stars, cash cows, question marks, and dogs that are in this Boston Matrix model. So if we dive deeper into each one of them, we first start off with the stars. So the star, they are the star product of the company. They operate, as you can see by the chart, at a high growth industry and a high market share. For this reason, it requires a lot of cash investment to keep it there. So these are like the star products that you'll see on most advertisements. They're a growing market. Those will eventually turn into a cash cow. That's your money churners, your bread and butter for the company. These products have a high market share, but they've hit the maximum growth they're going to hit. So there's not as much investment going into these products, but the return on investment is super high because you're not spending money on these anymore. They're just your bread and butter. That's making the most money for the company. Then we have question marks. Most, if not all, new products, they're going to start out as a question mark because they don't know how they're going to do. But since they're question marks, there's a lot of initial investment, a lot of capital put into them just to help them grow and to become a star. So if they do grow and they're accepted by the market and people buy the item, then they'll become a star, which in turn will become a cash cow. But let's say they come out with a new product, put a lot of money into it, and it doesn't do well, people don't buy the product, it will eventually turn into a dog. So a dog, these are the items in the product portfolio that you do not want. They've either declined in their stage or they're cash traps, people aren't buying them, you're not making money off them, so you need to remove them from the product portfolio. So this rotates starting from the question mark around counterclockwise. So from question mark, if there is people that want to buy it and there's a lot of investment, it moves into your star product. From the star product, once it's hit the maximum growth it's going to hit, it will become your cash cow, where you're not putting money into it, but people are still buying it. You have a lot of big share of the market. And then after that item phases out, let's say in 2, 3, 4 years, and it's older product, it may then go to be a dog and needs to be removed or updated. So we'll take an example right here of Samsung. So their stars in this picture is going to be your cell phones, the TVs that are being pushed out. They have high growth rates right now. They have a high share in the market. Eventually, they'll become a cash cow. So in cash cow and for Samsung is their appliances. So they're not having to spend a lot of money on them right now to make them grow. They've hit the highs they're going to grow in the market. But that's their money churners. That's what makes them the most profit for the company. For the question marks, we can see like an inkjet printer. Maybe it's a new product they're pushing out. They don't know yet if it's going to succeed or not, but they're putting money into it. And hopefully the market, people will buy it and it'll become one of their stars. If not, it may become a dog. That's why it's a question mark right now. And then lastly, we have a dog. It's a smartwatch. It must have not have sold properly, maybe due to competition such as Apple Watch. So that since they're not making money off of it, it needs to be removed from their product portfolio. All right, so from what we learned now, let's look at some of the formative assessment questions. So if I ask you the first question is, where would the product iPod fit into the Boston Matrix for Apple in today's market? So feel free to answer.
I think that's a dog.
And why would you think that?
Well, it's no longer selling because it's went into the phones. We don't really need it anymore because we already have it in the phones. So, and it's something they don't need to be spending money on. They should put their production somewhere else.
Okay, that's good. So it's already went through the whole cycle. So it's had its day where it was their star, and then it was their cash cow for a while, but now it's been phased out by other products that are in their portfolio. It's good.